Hello, everybody, and welcome to the series called Let's Talk About Life. I'm Smriti Shavdasani, and I love talking about life. And I'm here to talk to you about anything that you would like to talk about, anything related to life. And there's just so much about life to talk about at all points of times. I did have a topic in mind, though. It's called Creating a Richer Life. But I'm also happy to talk about anything that you may want to talk about. So if there's something that somebody has in particular that they'd like to talk about, then let's go for it now. Otherwise, I can take off on how to create a richer life.
Can I suggest something?
Anji, boliye. Yes, Pinky?
The thing is, suddenly today I began to feel very shaky. That maybe I'm not qualified for it, or
Sorry, I can't.
I'm not doing good enough and stuff like that. So it's not just anxiety, but how do you get these feelings of self-doubt? Where do they come from? There should be some point of origin that we can address so that these don't keep erupting every now and then.
So self-doubt, where does self-doubt come from? To have self-doubt, you have to have judgment somewhere of you. That judgment may be of you because you agreed with somebody when they passed a judgment on you, or something may have occurred and you decided that that's what is true for you. So when we have all of those judgments is when, at least that's what it's for me, when we have a lot of judgments about ourselves, wherever those judgments may have come from, that's when we kind of doubt ourselves. And when we doubt ourselves, it in turn leads to a lot of anxiety because I don't have the confidence. If I was confident about things, would I be anxious? So in fact, that is the first thing one of the first things I wanted to talk about creating a richer life. So Pinky, what I would invite you to is to look at what are the judgments you have of you in the areas where you have where you have self-doubt. Because it's not like you will be doubting yourself in every area of your life. That's not. So please look at the areas where you doubt yourself and look at what is my point of view I have about my capacity and ability to deal with this. What are my judgments I have of me with regard to this? And is it really true? And let go of those judgments. It's very important that you let go of judgments. And again, when we are very vested in being right, it's very difficult to let go of judgments. When we are not willing to be wrong, it's very difficult to let go of judgments. So when you're willing to be, when you're willing to be wrong and when you're not vested in being right, and it's okay to fail, you're not vested in only succeeding, you're okay to failing as well. So to say failing, it's really never a failure. Then there tends to be no anxiety. So Pinky, I would invite you to look at how often are you vested in being right and how often are you not willing to fail? I don't know whether you are still on, but I hope this helps. Does anybody else have anything that they would like me to speak about?
Hi Smriti, Nischal here.
Hi Nischal.
Hi, how are you?
Very good.
Yeah. May I know like how I can attract the person whom I desire?
Okay, so I would first look at what are my points of views about relationship. What are my points of views about women? What are my points of views about men? Because our point of view creates our reality. So if we are unable to create a relationship, and believe me, I've been there, okay?
Yeah.
And there was a time when either there was no relationship or the relationships that were there were like not happening, okay? So really desire a loving and nurturing relationship, which I do have. I have uh, many nurturing and loving relationships today. I'm really blessed. So what I had to look at was, what are my points of views about me? What are my relationships? What are my points of views about men? What are my points of views about women? Because sometimes I have a point of view and I don't even realize that I have that point of view. And that is what keeps me from having a relationship. So like, for example, I may be somebody who loves my freedom. I want to be able to go anywhere I like, do what I want, when I want. And then maybe I will have seen people who are very controlled in their relationship and they don't have like that sort of freedom. And maybe you see one of those and you think, oh my God, it's like, horrible to not have freedom. And you've not even realized that somewhere you have decided that being in relationship means that you won't have the freedom. And then because freedom means so much to you, subconsciously, you ensure that you don't have a relationship. Are you getting this, Nishal?
Yes, understood.
So I have to look at, okay, what are the points of views I have about being in a relationship? What do I love about being in a relationship? What do I hate about being in a relationship?
Okay.
Okay. And as you observe, oh, I have this point of view. Let that point of view go now. Because that precisely is the point of view that will keep you from having a relationship now. And then the other aspect I have seen very often is maybe we have made oaths, vows, commitments to people from other lifetimes, or even in this lifetime and we've forgotten about it. And that oath vow keeps us from having a relationship in this lifetime.
Okay.
Okay? So maybe you're in relationship already from another lifetime, where you may have said, till death do us part, and you've never really died as an infinite eternal being. So sometimes running that, breaking that oath vow contributes also to clearing that, making that space for a relationship to show up.
Okay.
So please try this. Look at your points of views and very honestly, because again, no point of view is right or no point of view is wrong. Some points of views work in your favor, some points of views don't. And what may work for one may not work for another. So there's really no rightness or wrongness to it.
Yes.
Okay? But do look at it, because you will have seen people in relationships and you will have formed points of views about relationship. You may have seen movies, you must have read novels, and everything kind of gives us those points of views.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So I invite you to look at it and see how it goes. And then if there's anything that you need further in terms of, okay, you discover something and you say, okay, I'm not able to get over this point of view, what can I do? Then I'm just very happy to contribute to you. Just message me on my personal window and I'm happy to contribute to you.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Smriti, hi, Megha this side. Can I ask a question?
Of course, please go for it.
Thank you. So just an extension to what Nishchal asked right now. In Access Bar, when we talk about things, we say that we should always operate from the fact that there are multiple choices available, right? There are multiple alternates available.
Yeah.
But what happens when you are really wanting to make a relationship work and the other person is, just going away from you? At that point of time, you don't understand what you need to do. Is it that the universe is telling you that, this is not going to work out? Or is it that it's just a test of your faith and patience? How do you decide that?
So in that moment, you've got to ask that question. What's really going on here? What is this? What can I do with this? And Megha, before I go forward, so Megha mentioned something about access. So for those people who are not familiar, Access Consciousness is an American organization founded by Gary Douglas and co-founded by Dr. Dane here. And it equips us, empowers us with lots of various kinds of tools which enable us to transform every area of our life. So Megha made a reference to that. And in Access, we do talk about that and of course that's talked about in various kinds of other places as well, that we are infinite beings and we have, infinite choices and possibilities. And one of the things that we begin anything and everything from when we want to change something is by asking a question. Because when you ask a question, you tap into an awareness of various possibilities that are available to you. Okay? So now, when I have a situation like this where I'm not too sure what is really going on here, whether the person wants to move away from me or whether this is a test of my faith, I would ask a question. Okay, what is this? What is really going on here? Is my relationship with this person over? If I choose to end this relationship now, would this create my life or would it decay my life? Do I have certain points of views that I am not willing to look at, which if I was willing to look at and if I was willing to make different choices would change this? That's one thing. Or also ask a question, is the other person really interested in this relationship anymore? Because there will be no one answer, there will be no one awareness. It'll be multiples of things, can be multiples of things. So ask a question.
Okay.
What's really going on here? And you've got to trust your awareness. Because sometimes what happens, Megha, is when we have asked for something, let's say you ask for a wonderful relationship to show up in our life. Okay? And after that, your relationship starts going downhill. Immediately after having asked this. So, but I was asking for a better relationship. This is the opposite thing happening. So what occurs very often is that the universe shows you or puts some roadblocks in your way and shows you, hey, these are the points of views you have which create this downhill or a spiral of your relationship. You need to look at this.
Okay.
So do look at that. What is really going on here? Is it showing you something? So what's right about this I'm not getting is a great question to ask.
Okay.
What awareness is available to me here which I have not yet acknowledged?
Beautiful. Yeah.
Because there's some awareness available to you in this situation.
Maybe we are too blinded or too involved in the situation.
Correct. And it could also be fear of losing sometimes. We don't really want to look at it.
True.
Because we cannot face that aspect. Right?
Right. Got that.
And for everybody, Nishchal, especially there's another thing that popped for me as an awareness. For everybody, okay? And this is true in every area of your field. I facilitate a class where I talk about a lot of laws that govern our universe. And if we understand those laws, we can create lives very differently. So one of the things I talk about is that there's a law that it's called the law of polarity. And it talks about that if one end of a polarity exists, the other end of the polarity also exists. So if a lack of relationship or nasty relationship, not so nice relationship exists, the opposite also exists. And we have available to us within us, okay, not outside of us, within us, because we're infinite beings, all of the universe is within us. Inside of us lies the possibility of a beautiful, nurturing, caring, loving relationship. So it doesn't matter what my current circumstances may be, but that possibility also, by the law, exists. Now, what I have to work on is what energy, space, consciousness, choice, miracles, possibilities can I be to embody that relationship with absolutes? That's the question I've got to ask. There's something that I can be doing or being energetically that would allow that possibility to become the dominant, actualized reality. But it exists. What happens is we don't believe that that exists or that's possible. And that keeps that thing that we're asking for away from us. So you've got to become whatever it is that you're asking for. Does this help?
Yes, it does. Thank you so much. You really explained it well.
So please know that that other possibility does exist. Ask, is this person even interested? Because at the end of the day, you cannot force somebody to choose it. You may want one thing, but the other person may not want it. So be willing to ask questions. And when we say that the other possibility exists, it's not necessarily that it has to be with this person. It could be with another person. But you've got to be willing to have that relationship, which is nurturing, caring, loving, or whatever it is that you're asking for. For me, it was nurturing, loving, caring relationships where I was respected, where I was adored, where I was pampered, where I was loved, and I have all of that. Okay? But you've got to believe that it exists as a possibility. It's available for you to embody in any given moment. Nishchal, another example is popping in my head for you.
Please say.
So, sometimes we love our space. We don't like sharing our space with others.
Oh, yeah. Solitude is bliss.
Correct. So will
Yeah.
you please now let go of that point of view? I don't know why this popped in my universe. I mean, of course, I know why it popped in my universe. We are all psychic. We are all perceiving beings. So please, please, please look at this point of view for yourself.
Yes, certainly I will. Yes, this is a huge thing.
And then we wonder why I don't have a relationship. But I love solitude, man. And I've said it so often, as energetically or maybe verbally or in my thoughts.
Yeah. Being in a relationship is bliss.
But you've got to believe it, okay?
Yes.
Not just say it because you want to say it.
Yes, I believe in it.
Yeah. Okay. Because it is really. I mean, of course, there are, there are those things sometimes in relationships which can be like completely painful, but it's beautiful. I mean, if you have a love relationship which is, where there's allowance and where there's loving and caring and complete allowance for each other, and that space where both want to empower each other and let empower each other to become everything that we've come here to become, they're beautiful relationships.
Yes.
I mean, I vouch for it. So
Yes.
okay, cool.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay, great, Seema. Wonderful. Thank you for choosing to change. All righty. Okay. Does anybody else have any other questions?
please go with the question that you were thinking about. I'm curious to know whatever you had thought.
Okay, the topic that I wanted to talk about, a richer life. Can I go for that now? All right.
Yes, yes.
So, so creating a richer life. Initially, I thought that when I want to talk about this topic, it will be about how to create more money. But then, as I looked at the topic, I realized that that's not really what I want to talk about. Money is a byproduct of living a richer life. Okay? So there can be material riches, and then there can be the other riches, which, when you live as that, allow you to be everything you've come here to be, and in the bargain, you can also earn a lot of money. Okay? So that's what I really wanted to talk about today. So one of the things that enable us to lead a richer life, and it's a big one, okay, mind you, I may have to just talk about that today, I don't know, but one of the very big ones is our willingness to receive all of life. Because everything in our universe can contribute to us. Okay? The sentient beings, the insentient beings, every molecule in the universe can contribute to us. Every situation can contribute to us. But our attitude, our attitude of unwillingness to receive all of life prevents things and beings from contributing to us. Because if you are blocking, if you are resisting life as it is showing up, it cannot contribute to you. For example, okay, let's take my case. All right, major illness, no idea what will survive, not survive. I can resist it. I can resist death. I can resist the illness. And all I will be is miserable, because all of my energy will be used to resist the illness, to resist dying. Okay? However, the moment, okay, and when I'm resisting, why am I resisting? Because I have a point of view that is horrible. This is not a good thing. Or I may have a point of view that I'm a victim. Why me? I've done such good. Why me? You know, all of that. So it will only contribute to me becoming more and more miserable. And if my point of view creates my reality, then everything is like messed up about my life, because now I have this illness and blah, 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 why me, all of that. And that energy that I'm being, which is my life is not good and I'm a victim, will keep creating more and more of those circumstances for me, and I'll stay stuck in not so nice things about my life. However, if I'm willing to receive life just the way it is, whether it's a tough situation, whether it's a disastrous relationship, whether it's a situation with body, however it is showing up, and if I'm willing to receive it, when I say willing to receive it, means have no point of view about it. Like not saying, oh, it's horrible, why me, this is such a disaster and all of that. No. All right. This is what it is. Not the nicest situation, but it is what it is. What is the reason it is here for? What is the reason it's here? What's right about this? Actually, that's a beautiful question to ask. What's right about this that I'm not getting? What point of view do I have that's creating this reality? So for me, in fact, I remember I'd done a class called Life is Talking. are you listening? So when situations are occurring in your life is talking to you. It's talking to you through that situation. It is talking to you through the people involved in the situation. It is showing you that somewhere you have some points of views. Somewhere you are making certain kinds of choices, either in your thoughts or by way of your words or by way of your actions, that is creating the situation in the first place. So life is trying to show you that, hey, honey, here's an awareness that I'm happy to contribute to you. Are you willing to receive it? But if I'm busy resisting the situation itself, or the person who's bringing the situation to me, then how can I receive any awareness? And if I'm not willing to receive any awareness, how can it contribute to me to change anything in my life? And if I refuse to change, how can I have a growth? How can I have a change? How can I move forward? How can I move to something better? How can I create a better and a richer life if I'm not willing to receive what is? Because what is right now in front of me is contains all the ingredients for a greater life.
Smriti,
Yeah.
Sunita here. I have a question.
Yeah.
There's been this question that, okay, there are certain incidents happening in life and reoccurring. What is that point of views I am having, or what is that? Why is it coming right now? What is the awareness that it is bringing? Yes, I have been thinking about it with my friend. We've been questioning, but like what you said, we are aware. Why is it being coming so much? Be it family fights, be it the financial dips. So what? But not sure what point of views we have. And yes, the questions is, I keep asking, what is this? What can I do with this? How can I change this? I ask that. Or how does it get any better? What else is possible? Or what am I not seeing here? I ask these questions. But
So give me a situation which is occurring again and again.
it is like incidents in family. Like, I'm in a very creative space. I want to do a lot of workshops, want to do a lot of different things, provide value and all that. And fights at home, or financial what do you say, crunches, where I'm forced to look into finance rather than the creative side. See, these things that keep coming, they're coming, and it's like more of a distraction from what I want to create. So why is that these distractions are coming?
Okay, so where do you have the point of view that you don't have a choice? Will you put your video on? Are you okay to put your video on?
Yeah. Sure, I can.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So, what is your point of view about choice?
That I have a choice always, and I have one point of view. What's coming up is, I'm always different in my choices. I am always going against the tide is one of the point of views.
So is that bad or good?
For me, it's good. I have created my life going against what usually the society does. So I have a choice in every situation is what I believe.
Okay. So do you have to go against, or can you simply choose for yourself?
Simply choose.
So when you are going against, do you have to create people who are against you?
Okay. I don't have to create people who are against me.
Right. You can just simply choose for yourself, but never against anyone. So if my point of view is that I have to choose against, then I have to keep creating situations.
Mm.
And then when you exercise that choice, it feels, it validates your point of view that I have to choose against.
Yeah. This whole thought comes from yes, yes. This comes from the point that you're always choosing different. It's difficult to make you understand. You never listen to us, or those are the comments that I get.
Fair enough. Fair
So
enough.
I think, yeah, I've picked a point of view from there. Yeah.
Correct. So everything that is really destroy and uncreate it.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all night, shots, boys and beyonds. So what I just said, right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all night, shots, boys and beyonds, is a clearing statement that we do use as part of Access. Even if you can check it out on theclearingstatement.com, and it's explained very beautifully in a video by Dr. Dane here. It's like a magic wand that you use to clear layers and layers of limitation when they show up energetically, like they did just now in case of Sunita when I asked her that question. Okay, and just FYI, you don't need money to choose something. When you choose something, the money gets created. So everywhere you've decided that you can only do things when you will have the money, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all night, shots, boys and girls. So when you choose something that, hey, universe, I would like to do this. Yeah. Where can I find the money? Ask and you shall receive. Ask. It's your choice that creates the money, not vice versa. So yes, certain people may not want to support you financially, or they may feel that, oh my God, this money could have been used elsewhere, so why are you spending it wherever? But what stops you from choosing to create so much money that you can do as many classes as you want in the world and be able to pamper them and take care of them financially at the same time? But no, you can't do that, right, Sunita? You're not that powerful. You don't have that much choice.
No, of course, I get what you're saying. Pro- Probably in my situation, I don't have a
Okay, I am
thought
losing you.
now. I agree what you say.
Okay,
Now
Smita,
I don't
I'm
believe
losing you.
that I need to have money to choose.
Yeah. So please let go of that point of view, because that is
Can you
precisely
hear me?
what will keep you from creating a lot of money.
Sorry, the connection was bad. I did
The
not.
connection was not so good. But yeah, if you have that point of view that you have to have money before you can choose anything, that will precisely keep you from having lots of money.
Yeah, right. I mean, I had that point of view. I now have that is not there, but
Okay.
still the money where I struggle is not that it is bothering me. There are sometimes only a couple of hundreds in my account, and when kids have to be taken out somewhere or some medical emergencies of my parents, that time I feel I wish it was much more easier that it would come. But I'm not going into that, oh my God, I don't have money. That space I've come out of.
Fantastic.
And I just ask, okay, what would it take for, sorry, again, I lost you.
Okay, I think then shut your video down, because a video then requires more internet. So you can just be on audio. So, it takes the same amount of effort and energy to create 100 rupees, and it takes the same amount of effort and energy to create lakhs of rupees and millions of rupees.
Yeah.
So why would you choose small?
Sorry, I think again I lost you, that I did not hear you.
No, so why would you choose small when it takes the same amount of effort, energy to create any sums of money?
Mm.
So, what is the point of view that you may have? Look at it for yourself about creating certain amounts of money. Because, see, what may be large for you may be very small for me. So, that's very subjective. But whatever that number is for you, which seems impossible or, oh my God, type of a number, what points of views do you have about earning that level of money? And also look at where, if you do have a point of view that when I need something, the money shows up. So my needs get taken care of. Then
That's
you
the
will only
point of
create,
view I have.
yeah. So then you will only create that much that will take care of your needs as and when the needs arise.
So I always believe that when I need something, it will come to me. I don't have to really
Fine. So
bother
it will only
now.
come to that extent to you.
So that's another point of view which is
Right. So are you willing to have lots of money in your bank at all points of time? And what would you have to change?
point of views.
Yeah. So, Monica, you're asking me, how do I get out of these points of views that are getting me stuck in the situation? Really, I would ask you to, I would invite you to look at, are these points of views really true? Are they creating anything for me? And let them go. So if you are familiar with Access, then you can go interesting point of view that I have that point of view. And everywhere I have that point of view, I destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, purple, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And if there's any other way, let it go, or just simply let it go. Stop choosing that point of view. Every time you think like that, stop. It's not true. It's not creating your life. If it's creating your life, keep it. But if it's not creating your life, get over it. Replace it with another, way of living, thinking, being, and all of that.
If you get the awareness of point of view, then you let go. Now, like I did not know. I thought I'm trusting the universe that, okay, when I need, the universe will support me, will have my back.
Universe has your back, but universe can only support you to the extent you're willing to be supported, Sunita. So it'll come only to the extent you have a need. I don't function from need. I'm sorry. I just like having a lot of money. Whether I need it or not is not the point.
Oh God, that's one more. What you're saying? Yes, I need and it comes. So I am still in the need.
Totally.
Hi, Sunita. What's wrong with me? Hi, Smriti. I'm so sorry. Like it just popped out of my head from nowhere. I'm
All right. So hello.
I'm seeing you for the first time. I'm talking to you for the first time, and thank
Sorry,
you.
tell me your name.
My name is Shikha.
Shikha, hi.
And hi, and I'm seeing you for the first time. I'm talking to you for the first time. Thank you for creating this class.
Thank
And
you. My pleasure.
it's already blasting my universe off. and I just happened to receive this notification that you're taking this call, and I just hopped in.
Oh.
And while you were taking this call, I just texted the person, can I have the recording? I don't know where to register, but like, can I have the recording? It's already blasting my universe off.
Awesome.
Really love to have. Yeah, how does it get any better?
So tell me, Shikha, how can I contribute to you today?
So I'm someone who loves to create and create like to like I don't know what level. And right now, off late, I've just been like studying, which consumes most of my time, and I'm just getting super bored every day. And that's like, and I just find myself contracted a lot. So I was wondering what questions can I ask, and how do I go on to like adding people, things, crazy. I mean, just everything. Because when I have like 10,000 things, I've realized I'm the happiest person on the planet, and like I'll just like crash on my bed, wake up with all the energy.
I get
So
that.
otherwise, it just turns me off. Otherwise, it just
What's
turns me off, and
stopping
I'm
you
like,
from
so
choosing?
I I can't really just like see
But have
anything
you
that I
decided
can.
when you study, it has to be like only one thing that you just have to study? What do you study, by the way?
So I've taken up law. I'm studying law. I'm doing
There's a lot of
LLB.
studies there.
Yeah, it's already a lot of study. Then I'm like, okay, what else? And
Okay.
yeah.
So could you study smart?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, are you somebody who can multitask? Do you study better when there's music on? Or
Yeah, with like music on, stopping in between, dancing, going around. Yeah, all of that.
so
All of that.
what's keeping you from choosing all of that?
I do that, but I'm also bored. Like I'm bored of getting bored. Can you believe it? Like talk about being a humanoid. I'm bored of boredom now. Like you need to
So,
change.
so you are very aware now that you get bored easily.
Very.
Okay. So what if you just put in a little bit of an awareness exercise from time to time and kept asking, okay, what can I choose now? What would be fun for me today? Because just studying alone is definitely no fun, no joy, and low at that, right? So if you're aware that you get bored very easily, and there's nothing wrong with that, um, just keep checking in from time to time. Okay, now what do I need to choose today? So what is the frequency at which you choose, by the way?
Randomly, like
Okay, so are your gaps a bit too long?
no, not at all. Like
Okay.
every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I'm like, okay. Or like say if I'm studying a subject, so I like take that up and then or say for even phones, phones. I'm bored with a phone after every 2 weeks. Like, can you believe it? My father's like, I can't buy you phones every 2 weeks. So,
Then you can buy
something
yourself
like that.
every 2 weeks if you like. What stops you? Okay, so where do I go here with you? Okay, is there anything that you've ever sustained?
Okay, if I'm not, I've realized this thing that, if I'm not really having a lot of new things to add on to my life, I it's difficult for me to sustain anything and almost everything. And then, then I have this fear, oh my God, I'm just like kind of losing everything. Then I start on to holding on to things, and it just gets like really significant, important, and then that just crashes my brain, and I'm like, I can't now. I can't. I just can't. That's me. I mean, I need new things every now and then. That keeps me like that keeps me sane, and then I can do all those 10,000, 20,000 things that I have in my head or that's going on already. Otherwise, then that one thing or those two things just get too heavy for me, and then I can't do anything. I mean, I cannot. And
Okay, so is that an obsession?
no, not
Okay.
really.
No. Okay.
No.
So this craving or desire or ask for something new very often, is that creating your life or is it decaying your life?
I'm not having enough actually right now to do that, and that I feel is like decaying all the more. Like I'm not enjoying anything. It's just like studying. That's it.
Okay,
And
there are a few things here. There are 2, 3 things
hmm,
here. One is I need something new to sustain my interest in what's old. Okay, like you need
hmm.
something new, you said, every now and then. And when you have something new, you can do all the 10,000, 20,000 things that you require to do.
Yeah. Otherwise, I just get bored of doing the same thing over and over and over because I have nothing else.
Okay. But at the same time, there are things that you need to do over and over and over, like studying. Okay. So when you say new things, are you also then looking at new ways of studying?
Hmm. Yeah.
Or is it linked to material new objects?
No, not really. Probably, yeah, new ways
So
of
yeah,
studying.
so look at new ways of studying. Because either you're studying or you're not studying. In this situation, you need to study for whatever reason. Okay, so that's one. We've decided that we need to study. Fine. Okay, but studying a particular way doesn't work for me for very long. I need to study in new ways. So ask, what other way would I like to study today? Would I like to hang upside down and study? Would I like to go and sit down in a park and study? Would I like to study with people? Would I like to study on Zoom? What else can I study today? Things like that. So keep looking at new ways of studying. And besides that, are you involved in creative projects?
No.
So how about getting yourself some?
Yeah.
Because you can't be studying all the time. Right. And yes, by somebody's standards, you should be studying all the time. But you know that you do not require to study that much all the time. If that's your awareness, what other projects can you add to your life today?
Yeah, probably
Every
this
day,
question.
yes, every day,
Yeah.
you have other things to do as well. And not that one project for 10 years, but from time to time, what other projects can I add to my life today? It could be projects that you're doing for your own self. It could be projects that you're doing for others, professionally or, just as a hobby thing. But keep adding projects to your life. So let's say if you like painting, or you like singing, or you like cycling, or you like hiking, or, you like art craft. I don't know. Look at it. What is it that you can add to your life today that would, do you like challenge? Do you like to be mentally challenged?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely. And when you don't get that, life is so boring. And are you somebody who can kind of, move like that with projects? So you need multiple projects, sweetheart.
Yeah.
That's all you require. Then there's so much new all the time to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that.
Here's a graphic I need to create. Here's a campaign I can create for somebody. Here's an artwork that I can do. Here's some cooking that I can put together in place. Here's a swim I can go for. Here's a little party I can organize. Here's some music collection I can put together.
How can I have all of that? Like, yeah, you're just getting
keep doing
it.
Just keep choosing it. Do you know how many things I do in one day? Phenomenal amounts of things.
And you don't, and you feel energetic all the time, don't you?
Absolutely.
The more you do. Yeah, exactly that.
I thrive on it. So you need to be putting projects, adding projects to your life to thrive. Because that's you. So you've got to keep choosing. Hey, what would be fun for me to do today? What grand, glorious adventures can I have today? So for me, I always have 5 or 6 books that I'm reading at the same time. I always have 50,000 things to do at any given point of time. My life is not.
Yeah.
My life is not even one dull moment.
So Smriti, like, do you read like bits and? Am I just taking too much time? Like,
that's okay.
Like, do you even bits and pieces of every book? Like, you don't finish a book. Like you're not supposed to finish a book, right? Because I can't finish a book.
I finish a lot of books. But
at a go. At a go, like you take a book and you finish it off?
Can be, depends. There's no hard and fast rule. Some book I'll go like from morning to evening and I'm done with the whole book. And then there are some books that I will not read beyond 5 pages. And then there are some books I will read in bits and pieces from here and there. I don't have any definitions about how I should read. And there are times when I see a title of a book that I would like to have and I buy it and I may not read it for 1 year. But it has to be in my library.
Yeah, just to keep it.
That's okay.
Probably little. Okay, getting it.
Just keep adding, sweetheart. And you're very multi-talented. I can see that. So please, don't restrict yourself to one thing. So people normally ask me, Smriti, what is it that you don't know how to do? Let's not ask you what you know how to do.
Oh God, people do the same. They tell me the same thing.
So that's why, darling, keep adding projects to your life every day.
Yeah, thank you.
Don't waste yourself.
Thank you, Smriti. Yeah.
Okay, Sunita, I hope you're sorted, darling.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Okay.
This money thing, I've not been able to crack it because
Choice,
I'm
please. Okay. Choose. How much money would you like to have? How much? Uh, how much money having that in your bank is fun for you?
I saw that I could not come up with a number.
Precisely. So first, get there. Like there was a time when I could not think beyond a certain amount. And I said, okay, what is my point of view about this? And I kept, looking at it and I kept letting them go. Today, and my husband would say, you don't dream big enough. You're capable of so much more. And I would say, okay, you know what? Give me a break. I'll get there. And today I've really gotten there. I've been willing to look at what keeps me from earning large sums of money. Large as in my standard. Okay. And I have broken thresholds. But you've got to be willing to look at how much am I really willing to even have?
Yeah.
And what is my point of view that keeps me from having that kind of money? I mean, I love having plenty lying around where I don't have to get stressed when I want to choose something.
Exactly. I want to go there. And I do.
Choose it. You having that as your reality, that possibility exists in the field of infinite possibilities. It exists. It's within you.
Yeah.
But you've got to choose it. Universe, this is what I'm now willing to have. Show me the money. Show me the way I can create this money in my life. Show me the way I can actualize it. It's already created. The moment you choose it, it's created. The energy has turned into matter. Now you've got to actualize it and bring it into your physical realm. That will occur when you ask, what do I have to do and be to have that actualize with absolute ease? So where do you believe that you can ask for enough to meet your needs, but you can't ask for enough as surplus?
I've always asked for how much I need, and maybe a little more than that, but not beyond that.
Just to be like comfortable with enough safety margin.
Yeah.
Babes, you're not asking for large enough. You need to ask for more.
Yes.
And how much are you stagnating as a person when you're not willing to ask for more? All of you, everybody on this call, how much do we stagnate when we do not ask for more? When you set yourself big targets, you have to stretch and you grow, you be more. But when you set yourself small targets, there's just that much that you will grow. Small targets will never get you out of comfort zones.
I have a question now. How do I know what all point of views? Yes, I get that when we're having some conversation, some realization, some awareness comes in, but I'm sure there are plenty more thousands of point of views which is not letting me go beyond the reality right now I am in. But how do I destroy them? Every day I do a lot of things like 13 and destroy and create, and all of life comes to me. A lot of tools I keep.
It's a constant. Now you're asking for trillions of years of points of views to go away in how many days? How many months?
Using.
Be at it, but keep choosing, sweetheart. Keep choosing. Keep choosing. It's okay. Right now, this is where I am, but this is where I'd like to go to. Is that possibility available for me? Yes, it is available for me. What would I have to do and be to actualize it with ease? And then do
Yeah.
what it takes. So, going back to point number 1, where I wanted to start from, are you willing to receive judgments?
Yeah.
Are you willing to be the, the bad one? Are you willing to be the wrong one? Are you willing to be judged as selfish?
Yes. Okay, I have a question here. I have this point of view that now I don't have money. Okay, I have to create money. So now I start creating workshops for money. Then I feel I'm running behind money
Never
again.
create,
I have to now
never create
trust.
workshops for money.
Exactly, that's the dilemma I have. I know I should not run behind money again, go behind. That's not where it is. But then and then I don't create workshops also. So neither I go with. I mean, I'm like stuck. Okay, there is need for money. I ask. I use switch words also. So I ask. I asked. I mean, questions. Then I'm stuck. I don't know what to do because I know going and creating a workshop with the lack that I don't have money is what I'm attracting again. So then
So,
I'm stuck.
Sunita,
So what do
I
I do?
again would invite you to come back to choice creates. Choose what you would like to have. It's the other way around. So choose. This is the amount of money. This is what I would like my life to be like. And I would highly recommend reading some books on money and doing some workshops if you like on money. Some of the books that I can recommend for everybody over here is some of the Access books that I have read are Prosperity Consciousness by Chatisa Bowman, Right Riches for You by Gary Douglas and Dane Here. Then there is Money is Not the Problem, You Are by Gary Douglas. Then there is How to Become Money Workbook, fantastic, again by Gary. Then there is How to Become Money Workbook Advanced, the Advanced How to Become Money Workbook, fabulous. Okay, and then there are a lot more books like Millionaire Habits and a lot of other kind of books. Do read. They will give you a lot of insight into what kind of points of views do you have. Yeah. So I would really, but start with choice creates. So be willing to choose. Where do you not believe that you can actualize anything you like in the world? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Natasha, you have a question, sweetheart. 1 second. Give me a second. Nana, can we extend this by another 10 minutes or so? 10, 15 minutes?
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, thanks, sweetie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Natasha, you have a question, sweetie.
Yeah, I know. I just want to ask you that when you say choice creates money or choice creates, but sometimes I choose something and the money doesn't come. So what is that? Like
when we choose something, I have to do my bit. It's like asking, remember I've shared this example a lot of times. So I may be asking for a jet plane. Universe is happy to give me the jet plane, but I have not created the landing strip for it. Where does it land it? So when I am choosing something and I say, hey, universe, I'd like to be, let's say I in 2014, I wanted to attend I wanted to attend the ESB class. I wanted to attend Dane's class and I didn't have the money. And I said, hey, universe, I would truly love to be in that class. Where can I find the money? Show me the money. And a couple of days later, some business inquiry showed up to show apartments. I used to do real estate work that time. And I was told that these are not confirmed clients. If they like Bombay and they like apartments, they'll choose the Bombay posting. Otherwise, they won't. And I said, hey, you know what? I've been asking for money and this business opportunity has shown up. I'll go ahead, even though it's not confirmed business. And I did my best and I put in all my efforts and energy in showing those 3 different clients' properties over a period of 1.5, 2 months, not knowing whether they will take apartments or not. 2 said no and 1 person said yes. And eventually I went on to do that deal and I got the commission 1 month prior to the class. So sometimes it is that I am not willing to do what it takes after asking. Sometimes it is that I am not truly desiring it, whatever I'm asking for. It's like, yeah, sure, ho gaya to ho gaya, nahi hua to it's okay. So sometimes I don't really truly desire it, which means I'm not willing to do what it takes. And I sometimes don't believe that it's possible.
Yeah.
I still have questions. Kaise hoga? How is it possible? Is my ask too much? So be willing to look at what are the doubts I have. Do I really, truly, truly desire it? Am I willing to do what it takes? Like for me, when I'm asking for something and something shows up and I need to put in 15-hour work days, I do it. If I have to do 5 projects at the same time, I do it.
Oh, so you mean, okay, so yeah, I'm getting, it could be not going to your extreme comfort level, you will do it.
Yeah, I'll do what it takes.
Okay. Yeah,
And again, where have you put that ask outside of you? Everything is within you. That showing up is within you. Are you being the energy of having it?
no.
But very often we will see that we even doubt that it can happen.
Yeah, because everyone says it's not possible.
So then it's not possible, no, baby?
Like I'd asked you for the last swap also regarding should I take job or like do work. So you told me keep asking that. So I'm being in question.
Yeah, so what was the awareness you got? And what was the choice you made then eventually?
I'm still big. See, I'm open. I'm meeting people. I'm not saying first I was totally closed.
Okay.
I'm open and again it could be because for me freedom is very important. Matlab, I know because then in a job you are stuck, you can't do other things. So you told me you can do consultancy, like tie up. So I'm asking questions on that. What else is possible?
So how many people have you sent a resume to, or how many people have you sent a project idea to?
Oh no, that I know.
So how will people know?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, correct.
How are you expecting people to make an
Yeah.
offer to you
Yeah, okay, got it.
when you're not even offering your product or your service?
Yes, to people, yeah.
Jan, we have to do our bit.
Yeah.
Create the landing strip.
Yeah, I guess I'm not doing that. Like whatever I'm good at, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, but if people don't even know that this product is available in the market, how will they go for it? If I had not posted the poster of this call, would you be on this call?
No. No.
It's like me saying, I asked the universe to make people come on the call, but I did not let the information out. The universe was supposed to do that marketing propaganda for me. Not happening, baby.
Yeah. Work on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks so much.
You're so welcome.
Yeah.
All right. So very quickly, be willing to receive life. Have no judgment. When you're willing to receive life, life can show you what you need to change, where you need to let go of something, what do you need to put in place, what choices you need to make. And then, you can create a life that is like different. All right. Be willing to create a richer life by looking after you, taking care of you, ensuring that you live with great health, good health, that you're fit. Okay? Because if you are not able to, if you're not healthy, you are suffering all the time, then your creation of your life is going to get affected because you're going to be moaning and groaning and you're going to be in pain, and there's just that much that you can accomplish when you're not feeling too good. Okay? So that's one of the ways of creating a richer life. And then the other thing is, life also gets much more richer when we enjoy beautiful relationships. And beautiful relationships are again only possible when we are willing to, you're welcome, Sapna, when we are willing to let go of our points of views that create the disharmony, when we are willing to make choices for ourselves, put ourselves in the equation of life and not just others, where we don't make everybody else greater than us, right? So what are you doing to create harmonious relationships? Because when we have beautiful relationships, they contribute to having a richer life. There's more joy. Life seems worth living. It's just beautiful to be alive, right? So what can you do to create lovely, harmonious relationship? Doesn't mean that you won't have difference of opinions or certain frictions here there, but all in all, you feel wonderful to be with people who have your back, who love you, who care for you, who you love, care for in return, and all of that. Okay, you can have a greater life, richer life, when you are willing to free yourself from all the things that keep you being limited, like judgments, like fear, like anger, like grudges, hatreds, resentments. Let go of all of that. We are the creators of our life. So why are we using our energy to hate, to begrudge, to resent, to be envious? None of that creates our life in a better way, because all of these things are basically shouting out our underlying point of view that I am hopeless or I'm powerless, I'm not the creator of my life, and all of that. And then that kind of decays your life. It doesn't create a better life. So please, let go of all of that. Then the other thing that makes a life uh, much richer, greater, is our desire to excel, to be greater, to become everything we came here to be the greatness that we are, to be the gift that we are. So do everything in your capacity to bring forth the gifts in you, to be the greatness that you be. And every one of us is a gift. There's not one of us who's not a gift. There's not one of us who's not magic. There's not one of us who doesn't have greatness in us. So what are you doing on a daily basis to bring forth that gift in you, to make that gift, like expand and grow bigger and bigger and bigger? Okay, and be that smile may be the gift, that kindness of yours may be the gift, that thoughtfulness of yours may be the gift. But be the gift that you've come here to be. Educate yourself, expand your horizons, polish your life on a daily basis. Every day, maybe you require a little bit of a discipline. Maybe you require a little bit of lightheartedness. Maybe you need to put something in place that makes, that kind of makes you come more alive. So please work on yourself. It's not like work on myself from the place of, oh my God, I'm so horrible. No, work on myself that how can I be even less needy? How can I be less fearful? How can I be more courageous? How can I be more expansive? How can I be more bubbly? How can I be more joyful? What can I add to my life today? What can I choose in my life today? That would, that kind of keeps me like high on life. It could be that you need to, go for walks. It could be you need to sit by the ocean. Maybe you need to indulge in having an ice cream from time to time. Maybe you would like to read, cuddle up and do nothing and read a good book or watch some movie. I don't know what it is that you need to do, or you need to meditate, you need to chant, you need to skip, you need to run, whatever it is that puts you high on life, that keeps your vibration high. Do all of that for yourself. Be high on life. When you are high on life, life is richer. Be willing to share your blessings. Be willing to share your gifts. And so what if your gift may be some capacity? So what if it gets copied? So what if people want it or they duplicate you? Take it as a compliment. Share your blessings, share your gifts, share your joy, share your kindness, share your wealth if you like. Share your blessings. And just like you would like people to be nice to you, treat you well, treat everybody the way you would have liked to be treated. Please, please, please. Do everything that you do, whether it is something that you do out of choice or whether it is something that you do because you've got to do it. It's required, but do it from that place of joy, from that place of being a contribution, from that place that, hey, you know what? I can create something wonderful for myself, for people around me by doing this chore. I'm being a gift. I'm being a contribution. And do it from that place of that sense of joy, that sense of contribution, and that sense of gratitude that you can. Okay? So please do that. And of course, get rich, materially too, and create a richer life. So these are the few points I wanted to talk about today. And my prayer always is that may all of us live very, very rich lives. Lives that are filled with love, joy, laughter, growth, a lot of happy. So that's what I wish for all of you. That is my prayer for you. And I would love to see you again on another call in the same series. Let's talk about life. Bring your questions. Send me topics if you like, that you would like to talk about. And I'm truly, truly grateful, and truly, truly it's my honor and so happy to be able to contribute to you. So thank you for being here today. Thank you, Siba.
Thank you so much, Smriti, for being a blessing.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all your love and blessings, all of you.
Lots of love.
Thank you. Beautiful call. Thank you, Smriti, for the lovely contribution you've been.
Thank you, my darling. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Thank you for taking your time out.
I hope I get to attend one of your classes soon in live.
Where do you live?
I'm in Delhi.
You're in Delhi. And who am I
I'm in Delhi. I had a few questions for today, but maybe I'll connect with you with some other time and speak some time with you.
What's your name?
Meenakshi, Smriti.
Meenakshi, you're most welcome to message me on my number, which is 98200 76945.
Thank you. Love you.
I'm happy to connect with you on a personal.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. Love you. Wish you all the very best. Always.
Thank
Lovely.
you.
Thank you. Bye.
Awesome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Smriti.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful evening. Good night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Lovely contribution each one of you have been. Lovely questions. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.